Alrighty, and here we are. Another week, another episode. I'm trying to change the intro up a little bit here, but welcome to the Wilderness Podcast. We're on episode 28, and we're a little bit late. Our lives have been a little bit busy, but I'm Dills, and across the internet we got Deegan.
Hey, what up?
So yeah, we're a little bit late just because last week I got busy. The night we were supposed to record, I ended up having an appointment with the college that's kind of close by, and just got a little tour and talk about the programs and stuff, which is good. That's a good step in the right direction, because I hate my job, and we're going to hopefully find a new career.
Nice. You excited for it?
Well, it was just the tour and stuff. I still got to go talk to someone about the finance, like working out a financial plan and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's the ball's slowly rolling, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, how was your week?
Pretty good. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds came out.
What is that game? I've been seeing a lot about it.
Did you ever play Battle Royale on Arma 3? The mod where it's pretty much like 100 people dropping out on a land and last person standing wins. Kind of a thing. It's like Hunger Games.
I never played too much of it, I don't think. I can't remember.
Well, the guy whose name is like PlayerUnknown, that's his handle, he made the mod for Arma 3. And he sold licensing for H1Z1 to Sony Entertainment something, which is now Daybreak Games. And he just like wanted to make a proper version of the game. So he made PlayerUnknown, and it's really popular right now. It's pretty much killed all the
it's another Battle Royale game?
Yeah. It's actually
I can't buy another one of those. I spent so much money on those games.
It's actually
and then a
like
new one
good.
comes out, and next thing, like I got some friend telling me, like, dude, you gotta play this one. This is the newest one. Like, this is
a lot. That's
the biggest
like,
game.
Like these are like it's the new zombie, the new zombie wave. Like, remember when zombies were super popular and every game was a zombie game? Now it's
and the survival building games. I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. It does a pretty good job of it. Like, the culling is fun, but the game's based on rock, paper, scissors, which kind of sucks. H1Z1 is just a money grab. Like, it's so broken. It's a fun game, but like, a lot of bugs and PlayerUnknown.
2 games that I bought, hoping like, all right, this is the end all be all of the Battle Royale games, and they're good. Don't get me wrong, but like, apparently not that good, because the next one that comes out is always better.
Well, like, the calling's good. Like, I have no issue. There's no, like, game-breaking bugs or anything. I just don't like the melee combat and how it's, shove, attack, or block. It's rock, paper, scissors, and you get into a fight with someone that's good, and you guys are just faking each other for 20 minutes and running away. Like, it's kind of annoying, but...
Wait, let me just cut it. You know when the fad's big? When fucking RuneScape, or I should say Jagex, tries to hop on the fucking fad.
Yeah,
with,
every
like, Dead Man mode and the
it.
survival games and the fucking Last Man Standing.
Oh, yeah. Well, that shit's like... I've always enjoyed that type of a series. The thing is like... Yeah, every game tries to put on its own spin, but I think it's like one of those things it's like a type of genre that has so much potential, but like no one has the money, the time, or like the skills to make it perfect.
Yeah, okay.
So you have all these like shitty versions of it. You know what I mean? Like all of them do something right in one way or another, but like there's nothing that does everything right.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, like, yeah, I don't know.
Would you say this new Battleground PlayerUnknown game does cover all the bases, though?
For me, it's
that's already a no.
Well, no, for me, it's my favorite out of all of them.
Yeah,
it's like it's not like H1Z1 where you're just running around trying to kill people, flying out of cars, and it's not the culling where you're, blocking and faking your blocks and then attack and canceling with a shove, and it's not Last Man Standing because I'm the only one that tries to play that. It's like a slow pace. It's pretty much just Arma, right? Like, it's really slow paced. It got the same feel. People are bad at it, so that's pretty nice. I'm pretty good at it. I'm definitely better at it than the other games.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely be a perk. I think I'm gonna wait for the next Battle Royale game to come out to see what you say about that one.
So I'm just saying, I saw this game on Kickstarter like a long time ago.
Is this an early access?
Yeah, but the game's been out for the game's been out for 2 weeks, and they've already released over 5 gigabytes worth of updates.
Yeah, that's how it always happens. And then,
no. Usually what happens is nothing happens. H1Z1 goes like months without a good update, and they say they fix stuff, but they actually don't fix it.
Okay.
Like, oh, we fixed doors not spawning or spawning in like really weird spots. Like, no, it's the exact same. What do how do you fix that in like a 50 kilobyte update?
Isn't the culling also in early access?
Probably. I mean, it should be.
I thought it was. I might be wrong.
The last time I played it, like, that game itself is pretty polished. It's just the melee and stuff is obnoxious. Like, I like shooting guns.
Sure. What about H1Z1 though? Is that game like fully released, or is it still in early access?
It's in early access. It's in never.
Is there any fully released battle royale game yet? It seems like every single one of them that are out are early access.
Well, it's because like
fucking mini games.
It's an excuse to have a shitty game and then make like H1Z1. They don't like release updates to fix bugs. They just release crates that you buy with real money to like just it's a money grab, right? It's like CS:GO where you just buy skins and shit. It's annoying as hell. But I was gonna say with PlayerUnknown, I saw it in like the Kickstarter phase, and I was like, man, because the guy who like is like leading the development for this, like actually, he's like the founder of the genre, pretty much.
Okay, so this sounds like a Dota and League of Legends situation where the people who made the Dota mod or whatever, went off and made League of Legends. Is that right?
Well, not really. There's a guy named Ice Frog. I think his name was Ice Frog, and he created Dota. And he's still like the lead developer for Dota 2, I believe. But yeah, I don't know. So I was gonna spend the $40 in the Kickstarter phase, because then you get the game and you get a bunch of other shit too, like in-game cosmetics, and I was just like, nah, it's gonna be another H1Z1. But a couple days ago, I went onto the Steam marketplace to look at I went to go sell all my skins and shit that I got playing that game, and I made like $8 fucking selling my skins already. But if I had spent that $40 and got like a special trench coat and a bandana, people were having buy orders, so you could instantly sell a cloak, like a trench coat in a game for $88. And the bandana was going for $40. Like, and you could put up a sell order, so you'd get, like 140 in total. You could get like a lot more money out of it. And I know a guy that went and dropped like $100 buying both those pieces.
Try flipping them, buying them for $30.
No,
40.
No, I'm not gonna flip real money, because in the end, it's money stuck in my Steam account. What am I gonna do with it? Buy games? But like, I could have made money, quote unquote, buying it. Kind of pissed me off, but whatever. It's a good game though. It's fun. Played that a lot. Then cool. I bought this game. My buddy told me to buy this game called Tokuden 2. It's like an anime RPG type of game. But the fucking port was so bad. Like, it's a PC port. Like, it was originally on console. It was so bad that no one could fucking like finish tutorial. Like, you just couldn't do it. So I went and refunded that, and I was kind of pissed. And then, I think on the 17th, it was, this game called Nier came out, Nier Automata. And
I think I kinda, sorry, continue.
Yeah, I don't know, I really wanted to get it on release, and I like waited a bit, and I was like, and then like that video game donkey guy made a video on it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, I'm buying this game. It actually looks fucking sweet. I was looking at it for a while, so I went and bought it. But because of my graphics card, I have a 780 Ti, like an NVIDIA 780 Ti. The 780 Ti and the AMD like 480 graphics cards.
Well, there's your problem right there. You got the 480.
Well, no, there's an AMD 480, like a different company.
Yeah,
they have the 480, and then I have a 780 Ti NVIDIA. I think it's the 480. It doesn't matter. But there's like two graphics cards, one from each company, that has crashing issues with the game. And of course, I have the fucking one graphics card. So I have probably like 10 hours played of the game. I have 9 hours played. And
so you can still play the game. That's not bad. How is it?
Well, the first hour was me going through tutorial and crashing, because it's not like an autosave. The game does some weird shit. I had to like fuck with some settings. I can get like an hour worth of gameplay if I avoid certain areas before it crashes. It's honestly though like a really, really fucking fun game, and it kind of pissed me off. It's going on like week 3, and there hasn't been a single update fixing this issue from NVIDIA or the game. And I've been like fucking tweeting the like Square Enix, and I've been fucking tweeting NVIDIA, like begging for word on like this issue, and all I got was, yeah, we're aware of the issue. And it's been 3 weeks, there's been no fix, and it's such a good game. They do so many like unique things that are actually really good.
Any day now.
Oh god, I love that game. Super good.
So, from what I've seen, because I've only seen like little pictures and a little bit of video here and there, it looks like a Japanese hack and slash RPG.
Yep, think of it as like the new Final Fantasy. It's really similar to like that kind of combat.
Yeah,
but without the magic stuff. But
how's the story?
Story is actually really good. Like it's actually
it looked interesting. It looked
good.
something about like a robot race that you needed to exterminate.
It's called like the Robot Wars or something like that.
Yeah,
the Machine Wars, cool. They call it. The story's actually pretty good. There's some really fucked up like twists and stuff I've hit, and just going around. There's some grinding you can do if you want. You can grind like and upgrade certain shit. Like you can do like a lot of cool little things in the game. I really do like playing it. The music is super good. Like the world is super good. The way they just do like basic things. They have like they just do like a lot of really weird shit that like has never been done before, but it all works out like really well. And
yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. But then other than those games, I think that's it. And then I just kind of played a lot of RuneScape.
Do anything exciting on the Scape?
I got 70 Hunter.
Nice.
Right now I'm buying 99 Fletching.
Nice.
It's a sitting in the GE. 23.3k magic longbows to cut and string.
Are you gonna sell them or elk them afterwards?
Oh, I'm no way I'm elking that. I'm selling them. You make more money selling.
Word. Okay.
I'd rather just make a bunch of money and then just burst or something.
Why don't you make like adamant darts or something?
I don't know. There's good margins for the longbows.
Yeah, I guess you don't make. I don't think you make any money from the darts, but it's a really fast experience.
Yeah, I don't care for the 99. I just care for the money.
Oh,
because I think it's almost like it's a little bit. I think it's 28 mil or something I threw in, including the bowstrings. That's sitting in the Grand Exchange to buy, and I should come out with like 30 plus mil, like a little bit over 30, maybe 34 mil. I think. I don't know. All the prices changed since the last time I did fletching, so I'm not too sure.
Cool.
But I got that money from like 30 hours or something. Not 30, maybe like 25 or 26 hours of rune crafting. So I'm at 70 rune crafting now.
Fuck, eh?
Yeah. I did a bunch of other shit. Oh, I did like 30 or something Sarah kills. Like, today I got bored.
Anything good?
No.
No? Okay.
No. I don't know. I actually really enjoy rune crafting now. I have a good system set up.
Well, what are you doing? Like how
so
do you RuneCraft?
I started watching Game of Thrones and I'm only watching Game of Thrones.
Okay, there it is.
That's
That's why you enjoy runecrafting so much.
Yeah, I mean
because you're watching Game of Thrones. That's it.
Yeah, but I mean like I want to keep runecrafting, but I'm like no, I'm only allowed to runecraft while I'm watching that show.
Yeah,
because
otherwise you'll hate it.
So like Game of Thrones.
Do a social
right
experiment. You should do rune crafting with Game of Thrones, and then find a skill that's actually really fun, and do it while you have to, and make yourself watch like Desperate Housewives or something, and see if you hate that skill.
Yeah, I probably could do that.
Let's do that. That's a nice
as long as you're distracted. I think it makes RS kind of enjoyable. But I don't know. I liked runecrafting even before. Like I just listen to podcasts or music and just I'm doing natures too, right?
Yeah.
So it's not the best experience, but it's good money, and I was working it out. So it's, if you've never watched Game of Thrones, I mean, I watched the first season, but I rewatched it and started from the very beginning. It's 60 hours as of right now. I mean, season 7 trailer just got announced apparently, but the 6 seasons, it's 60 hours of watching Game of Thrones, which is 60 hours of runecrafting. And on average, it's like a little bit over 460k an hour. But once you get 75 runecrafting, it's more per hour.
Okay. Why is that?
Because you get your large pouch, which holds 15.
Oh, so true. Yeah.
Right now, I do 43 nature runes a run, and then it's whatever, 50 plus. But yeah,
14 because of the spot for the rune pouch.
Yeah. But, yeah, so like, yeah, 460, let's just say 460K an hour, 60 hours, you make a shit ton of money.
Yeah, that equals
I made like
a lot.
I made like 12 plus mil just rune crafting these past 2 weeks.
Fuck, nice, that's good.
Yeah, it's really easy money. And I tried, like, I started doing Zara, but I really don't like doing Zara.
Yeah, like, Zara's good. Like, I don't know, my problem is, like, once I start doing it too much, I just get lazy, and I start, like, my timing to switching the prayers gets really sloppy, and I start taking hits, and I start dying, and then I get frustrated, and...
Well, for me, I haven't fully memorized all the rotations and shit. Like, I have a picture on my other monitor where I, like, use as a reference point on what's next. It's just annoying because, like, if I'm doing Zara, I gotta leave Discord and I gotta just listen to music and just focus on doing it. And it's like, it's good money. It's really good money, but I don't know. I
don't know his rotations fully, or her, whatever it is. But, you kind of learn the pattern that, like, oh, it just spawned here, attacking you with range. It's probably going to spawn in one of these areas, and the gas probably is going to be in these. You know what I mean? You get kind of a general idea of how each phase works.
Yeah. It's too much focus.
I mean, AFK. Don't you wish you could just do, like, the equivalent of splashing to Zulrah? You could just, like, wear Guthans and AFK, kill Zulrah all night.
6 hours straight, yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't that be pretty fair?
The thing I like is, I don't know, runecrafting 460K an hour, and, like, you do it enough times, and you don't, like, you pretty much just have it memorized, and you go into, like, autopilot, and I'll, like, look at Game of Thrones, for 80% of the run, only, like, looking over to make sure, I'm in the right spot.
I guarantee Zulrah would be kind of similar. Not to the same extent, but you could probably have it.
Oh, yeah.
On autopilot enough.
I don't know. I like lure crafting, though. It's easy money. So what I was doing the Abyss rune crafting, and what happened? Because what I do is I bring my Falador hard shield, or just your Falador shield in general, but yeah, I did my hard diaries. And so, like, if someone tries attacking me, I just recharge my prayer and protect item, and they don't even get my glory.
Yeah. So let me just cut in real quickly. The Abyss, to get to the Abyss, you have to run from... Everyone runs from the Edgeville Bank, because there's a mage that's in, like, level 6 Wilderness, and he teleports you to this Abyss. And then it has every runecraft altar there that you can use. But the problem is, it drains your prayer and it skulls you. So what everyone does is they teleport there, do their rune crafting. With the glory, they teleport back to Edgeville, and they kind of do the same thing. And you'll also get people PKing people doing that because, it's a free glory. Easy. Why not?
Yeah, you just sit near the guy, teleblock and spec, and they can't do shit, but...
Yeah, so you use the Falador shield, because what does it do exactly?
All I do is I see someone, and I just instantly right-click my shield and recharge and get 100% prayer, and then I just protect item.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And, so I go, and this dude tries killing me, he splashes teleblock, I run out, I leave, change worlds, I do a couple runs, another dude comes in, tries to attack me, just, like, can't kill me, he hits me with a teleblock, hits me with a snare, and, like, I didn't even pray or anything, I didn't even think of it at the time, he was so bad. He, like, staff bashed me twice. Like, he was so bad. I, like, ran out. Changed worlds a couple times. And then a third guy fucking attacks me and almost kills me. And I'm just like, holy shit, this is annoying. And then I go to another world, and a fourth guy fucking attacks me. And this time I remember to recharge my prayer. So I just, like, protect melee. And the guy brings dragon claws out to try and kill me.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and he got fucking 2 Dragonfire specs with his crossbow. He was, like, tri-Britting me. And, he didn't get anything. I protected everything, but...
Okay.
I run back to go grab my Graceful, and the dude's sitting there fucking ragging me. He rags me for, like, 2 deaths. Like, he just, like, entangles me and like, just fucking sits there and rags me. I get, like, 1 piece at a time. And I finally get everything. Like, just worried I'm gonna lose my full Graceful, because this guy's just being a dick. So then I sat there and ragged him because he left his friends list on, so I decided to rag him for like an hour and a half straight, and he was raging so hard. I would just bring a...
That's where you rock full defensive gear and just go punch him.
Well, what I did was I brought my crystal bow and full dragon hide, and then I just brought a shit ton of brews and like a couple of restores.
Nice.
And I would like sit there, and he'd go to attack someone, and I'd just poke him. And he'd be like, "You fucking faggot!" And I'm like, "Ah, yeah, nice try." And I'd like run out, and I did that for like an hour and a half, and it was so funny.
And now I'm banned because that guy was streaming.
And then eventually, I just started doing like rune crafting with my quest cape because kind of got bored of just ragging him for so long, and he was getting really mad to the point where I actually think something was wrong with him. So I just kind of stopped.
Yeah, you feel bad. You might have triggered some personal shit in him.
I mean, all he had to do was turn his friends list off, or like, put it to friends, or his private list or whatever, but yeah, I don't know. So I just started doing my quest capes, like that method, where you just teleport with your quest cape using your Drummond staff, and you like run directly to the altar instead of going to the wilderness.
Right. Yeah, okay. Sounds like quite the week. It sounds like a week full of grinding, actually. Nothing too exciting.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make money.
Do it up. That sounds like fun. A lot more fun than my week, because, I mean, I guess 2 weeks. Like, I haven't really been playing too much video games. Just been busy with work and just doing some other shit. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Life, right? Weird. What I did do on RuneScape was, I can't remember if I was working on a clue or not, but I got a master clue that I'm working on, and remember, I think last time we talked, I'm pretty sure I killed like 5 cats at the Hell Rats.
Yeah, for the stews.
Yeah, I needed to get 64 smithing, so I was trying to get the stews because I was at 59. I was lazy. Spent like 6 hours trying to do it. Maybe not 6 hours, but it felt like it was It was definitely a long time that I could have easily gotten 64. So then I got to my next step, and I need to craft a fucking rune medium helmet. Sorry, I need to smith a rune medium helmet. So now I need to get 84 smithing.
Yeah, you might as well go grind it out. Smithing is pretty fast experience. Just do.
It's not too bad. It's pretty AFK. So I've been slowly doing that. I'm at 65 now. It's just so ironic. Because if I just got 64 smithing, it would have helped just everything.
Yeah, I mean, I would straight up just do darts or something.
Yeah, I was doing cannonballs, and then it was just way too slow. Cause, like I said, I wasn't playing as much as I normally do, so on top of me doing cannonballs, which is a slower method, but you make more money, the experience, it just took me so long. So now, I'm doing mithril like darts right now.
Or something.
What's that?
You get like 10k an hour.
Oh, yeah, it's brutal. But yeah, so I'm doing mithril darts instead, which is a lot better, and you do still make profit off of it if you sell the dart tips. You don't craft them and fletch them into darts. So, that's basically where I'm at. I'm just fucking smithing. Finally, what I did, I played my peer and I tried to join in the new Dead Man mode season.
Nice. How's that?
I think I've already quit. I'm not really sure yet, but...
You died?
It's not going well. Yeah, I've died.
Nice.
That was the segue. Let's talk about what was fucking on Saturday, because that was all that went on my week.
Yeah, we had the final hour, I guess the Dead Man mode invitational concluded.
Yeah, the tournament was on Saturday.
Did you end up watching it? Did you watch it live?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing live. What about you?
Yep. Yeah, me and my buddies chilled on Discord and we watched it.
I guess what do you think?
Talk
about it. What are your opinions well, let me just say, let's hear your thoughts on it, and also compare it to the other tournaments as well afterwards.
I kind of like the final hour. I like looking at so I looked afterwards some of like the streamers like player views and stuff, like what they uploaded to YouTube, and seeing their UI of like you have 5 minutes to leave the zone or else you're dead kind of a thing.
Yep.
I like that a lot. Still like 3 or 4 streamers still die to it though. It's like, it's pushing them into the wilderness. How fast did you find it?
Because I was watching their main, like the RuneScape official stream. I wasn't watching any of the other streamers. So I didn't see the UI, but I also didn't notice people just getting gutted from the gas. But Did you find it was because they were just being stupid, or like
they're just being stupid? They're just being stupid and complaining. They're like, "Oh, that's so dumb." It's like, "Yo, you had 5 minutes. You're pushed into the wilderness. Why would you teleport to Varrock?" You know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
I mean, people. People are gonna be dumb. But I was gonna say, like, because the fog was like, it slowly pushed people for like 5 minutes into like the Anakarl, I think it was, the demonic runes or something. They did that previously when Rot won. Or was it Rot? I don't know. Someone won, but like 2 seasons before.
Well, I don't know.
Or like, anyways, they let everyone know at the beginning of the week or even earlier, so it kind of gave an advantage to all the clans because they could just run to their ASAT.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is smart. I do think that, like, there's like 2 issues when you let everyone know where it is. One, you can like hug the gas really, really easily. Like, you can just stay on the outer border like super easily. Oh, I got 30 seconds. Okay, well, it's probably gonna just push in this direction. So you just like run in that direction. You don't get punished for like staying on the outsides at all. Like, it's really easy to avoid damage.
Yeah.
But like, within like when everyone logged in for the last hour, like clans immediately like, okay, let's go, you know what I mean? Like, they immediately ran there. Like, that was just their like, priority, like, just to get there as soon as possible and lock it down.
It's one of the most obvious strategies.
Yeah, but like, it should always be something. It should always be like up in the air where it's like, okay, this is the area that's cut off. These are the likely spots, and if like we stay here, we could fucking die. So let's not, but it could be the safe zone.
Yeah, okay. And well, what do we see when the thing started? When we did see a clan rush and just take it, right?
Yeah, well, the clans went and fought over it, and they were setting up like around it right off the bat, which it's definitely more exciting when no one knows, because like, how nice would it be to see a clan of like 20 people get caught, and then boom, there goes like, a couple brews of them just making a bad decision.
Yeah, but doesn't that kind of happen with the clans that want to take the end zone off the bat? You'll have the top clans that are just gonna fucking destroy each other, which leaves
what happens, and like what happened for this one is, because like, it's not like, they have a couple scouts and stuff. Like, there's gonna be a good handful of scouts for each clan, but they like, okay, let's go to the area. Oh shit, clan X is already here, like already in the middle of the safe zone. So you have like X, Y, and Z all posted up really close, like either in the safe zone or really close, just avoiding the fights.
Yep.
And they sit there and kill the solo players as they run in. And then
but they're not really they're not solo players because they are clan members.
No, like, I'm saying like the solo players that are running to the safe zone or dying.
That's nearing the end of it. But like, that's the thing. When I'm not sure how the game would have went if they didn't reveal where the end zone was. But I feel by revealing where the end zone was going to be, it kind of added a new element of like, the major clans are all going to go there at the beginning because they want to take it, right? Whoever has that, it will have the clear advantage in the game, right? Yeah, they will, right? They'll have the clearest advantage.
If they manage to kill everyone, but like,
what I'm trying to say is, if a clan could fully take Anakarl, they have the highest advantage of winning the game.
Yeah,
100%.
But like, the thing I'm saying is that like, and what happened in this like season is that like they didn't fight for a while until they had to. But there were all the clans were posted like close to each other, but far enough that they wouldn't die, that they couldn't hit each other. And like, you'd see when they're going through the stream, like, oh, look at this clan here, and they're all set up in like really good spots to, oh, we got 10 seconds, let's quickly run in, and now we got to fight,
Exactly, but they have pressure on them to like, we have to be in that area. We can't just like fully give it to them, right? We have to post close by. But like,
that's pretty much what happened. There was
it is what happened.
Well, like, because like this is the point that I'm trying to make though, is that if everyone knows where it is, it like guarantees a clan's gonna win. Every time they tell where the area is, like, clan wins. I don't
agree with that, actually.
That's happening.
I believe that, I'm gonna go back to my first point. By whoever controls the end zone will have the clearest advantage, right? You will have the top clans that are going to want to take that end zone as soon as possible. So you're going to have a big bloodshed at the very beginning of the game of the biggest clans losing members, unless one of them decides to give up and then say, fuck it, give it to the other team and let them have the biggest advantage of the game, right? So by doing that, and like, you're kind of weeding out a lot of the you're giving the the solo players and the small clans a little better chance, because by the time they have to be at the end zone, half the members of all the bigger clans are gone. And the ones that do remain have gone through a bunch of brews and shit.
Exactly. That's why they don't fight, though. Like, if you watched, like, if you remember this one, they just stand, they don't fight. They don't fight until, like, until the last zone is literally that, like, dotted, the blinky square, and then they all have to go into this small area and fight. Like, because, like, if you think about it, if you have, like, 20 people, or let's say you have, like, 80 people in a team, like, why would you go around and fight other clans and have maybe lose members, but also, like, lose valuable supplies that, like, you might as well just not fight them until you have to fight them. And that's, like, what everyone did, is they just spread out in this area. They just took over areas that, like, made it so people couldn't go in. They had, like, maybe a clan's, like, chilling in there, but they have random-ass clans that were posted pretty close to it. Like, all right, when we have to, we go in there and fight, but as of right now, we're just gonna stand here. We're not going to fuck with each other because, we don't want to waste our supplies. And then at the, like, near the end, you saw, like, 3 clans fighting, which was actually pretty fun to watch. Because, they had to fight. They're in that small area. And it was pretty fun watching them all fight. I mean, they kind of, like, did you notice that at some point during the fight, there's, like, an agreement to just stop fighting for a bit? Like, it just, everything died out super hard near the end.
Think things slowed down while people tried to, like, okay, what the fuck's... Okay, I don't even know if I'm getting hit, who I'm hitting, like, if I need to eat food or pick up more items. Like, I'm just gonna chill out for a minute, regain my thoughts, and I feel like everyone's just like, okay, let's all just chill.
It was just weird to see, because, like, when there were so many, like, clans fighting, you just saw, like, a million Chinchompas being thrown, and it's actually kind of weird. Let me just make this point quickly. Normally, like, what I always saw in big clan fights in Deadman mode, everyone was praying magic, but, like, this time they all prayed range.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I noticed, which is actually kind of weird. They don't care about getting barraged, they care about eating a million chins, I guess. But, I don't know, it was really hectic for a while, and then it just, like, kind of all at once, they just stopped fighting, they, like, picked up food, repotted, got full inventoried, and then they just, like, waited a bit, and then there was, like, little bursts of fighting, and they'd, like, break away.
It might have just started looking like that as more and more people started dying.
Some people were kind of bitching about this, but it kind of worked in the community's favor, but... So there was a couple people, I heard Foe talking about it, and then I think someone else just did it, but you can bring Callisto into that area.
Yeah, okay.
And Callisto, like, fucking hurts. Like, she can, like, literally one combo you if you're not praying melee. Like, they have this earthquake mechanic where, like, they do damage in a big AoE, and, like, the further you are from them, the more damage you take, and she can stun you and knock you back and hit you for 60s,
Yeah.
Really good damage.
Interesting.
And so, Foe and then the guy he was playing with, they had a plan they were talking about it on stream that they're gonna bring Callisto to that area. Just for shits. I mean, it'd be funny to kind of catch a clan off guard and they all eat like a 60.
Yeah.
Or maybe one or two of them get insta-comboed. But, I don't think they ended up doing it. Someone else took it upon themselves to try and do this, and they had Callisto chilling in the, like, that last area, but then a Jagex mod came and kept on killing it.
Oh.
And, like, they got pissed. There was a thing on the subreddit. Everyone's like, that's fucking bullshit. They should let them do it. Which is kind of ironic because everyone complains about, like, we want an actual ending, and everyone would be so mad at Callisto killed everyone.
The winner is Jagex.
Yeah, pretty much. So they
Mod Matt K wins 10 grand.
Yeah, I was gonna say, everyone was saying, oh, Mod Matt K, or someone was like, oh, I don't know if it was him, but they're all complaining about it. And like, it shouldn't be possible. Like, they should just let the community do it. And because they kept doing that, Emily's Pro actually ended up dying to Callisto. She, like, ran through its spawn area and instantly died. I don't know, I thought that was super funny.
That is pretty jokes.
Yeah. And then everyone was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, found it pretty funny.
I think this was the best tournament as of yet. Do you agree?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I don't mind watching clans fight, but I kind of like watching that, like season 2 with Codeine and who was the other person? It was like some like anime-ish name.
I don't know.
But they're left, and the one person trying to find Cody and he's like hiding using Redemption and Brewing and using restores and shit and just holding on. I found that more exciting than like clans fighting and then it turning into a draw and finding out who had the most kills, and it ended up being someone in the clan.
So the way they ended this one was after a time limit, everybody just died, and then they announced who the winner was. And the winner was whoever was still alive with the most kills. I don't know, I kind of really liked the way they ended it, because, I don't know, it felt like a proper climax for some reason, even though it was just like, bam, it just ended kind of abruptly for the most part, but with the music was building up and shit, and then like, it all ends together, and I was like, fuck yeah, that was a cool way of ending that tournament. That was so far my favorite way that they've ended it. And then they announced who the winner is afterwards and stuff. Like, yeah, so far I think this was my favorite tournament overall. I think the commentating from like the, who'd they have again?
They had Pure Spam and Skiddler.
Okay, yeah, so
Skiddler, sorry.
I don't really know them like for streaming or their RuneScaping stuff, but I've watched them from their commentary and stuff, and I feel like they've improved a lot as well. I found like this one,
honestly, like just as like random people that play the game, like they do a better job than most casters in games.
Yeah, like the first time I watched them, I was like, I don't know how much I enjoyed their commentary and stuff. But then this time around, I felt like, no, these guys are doing great. Like I'm really entertained and stuff. Like.
Yeah, like I've always liked Pure Spam doing it because he's pretty professional about it and he like explains things that need to be explained and he's like pretty good with it.
Yeah.
He had in the other seasons he had like skill specs, but the whole time he was just throwing memes out and saying Twitch emotes, which are like super cringe. I find that so cringy when he's like, "Oh, forehead, look at that resident sleeper." Twitch meme. That's like the only Twitch emotes that I know. They're both like pretty professional. Like honestly, if you watch other other like tournaments of random games, like you'll notice like a lot of these casters aren't as professional as like two pretty much random guys that play the game. Like they stream and stuff, but in the grand scheme of things, like I don't think Jagex is paying for them and teach or getting their like public speaking like lessons and you know like some like other commentators get from their companies. Like they're like good for just kind of being thrown in there.
Yeah, and I feel like if they can, I hope they continue to do it because I feel like they're only going to get better.
Yep.
But yeah, with the ending though, it kind of like, I mean, they don't have any other choice. Obviously, they don't want to see like a 1-on-1 that goes on for an hour or like people.
Yeah, like that's what everyone wants is this epic tribrid fight to the death where they're picking up all like their last ditch efforts for whatever gear they can find.
Yeah,
throwing dragon battle axes at each other, but then like. That's not what you're ever gonna get.
No, which sucks. But like, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't like it being whoever has the most kills type of a thing because it's really easily abusable. I mean, the fact that a clan member had like 28 kills or something, you're kind of like, were they all legit kills or like?
How but at the same time, like
that's so many kills.
Whatever. It's what happens. But there's still a good chance they're still gonna die off. You know what I mean? Like by the time, and if they die off, doesn't matter how many kills they got.
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah, I'm just scared of like someone finding a way to. It could have been abused, you know, this time around, and we don't even know it.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna like obviously I don't think that happened.
The reason I don't think that happened either is because I believe the winner was like either.
Because
the first, second, and third place were all within 1 kill of each other.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just worried of it being like, oh, you know, season 6 or season 5, you know, the guy who won, everyone kind of assumes that he just somehow abused the system. You know, final hour, oh, we have, you know, 15 level 3 scouts, let's just, you know, this guy will just chin them all to death.
What I'm really expecting, what I'm really hoping, is with every tournament, the clans are learning more and more about the other strategies, and, like, you're not going to keep seeing where it's just a stalemate for a solid 45 minutes until everyone inches in, and then nobody knows who they're attacking, they're just throwing chins at each other, and they're probably killing their teammates while they're doing that, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You have no control, you don't know what's going on. Half the time you're eating, and you're like, oh shit, I don't know who I'm only attacking whoever's attacking me, and he's not really attacking me, he's attacking the guy next to me, but the chin's exploding and hitting me, so I'm hitting him, and then it becomes a clusterfuck. Yeah, we should say who won. The winner of the tournament was... Say the name, because I don't remember the name.
Dead botting.
Oh, was that? I thought it was... He had a different name when he won the
tournament.
Well,
he used his hardcore Iron Man. He changed his name.
What was it? Hardcore Iron Man.
His hardcore name was Hardcore DB, which is just Hardcore Dead Botting. But he changed the name to, like, Lid Bid. Like, part of the
that's what I
name.
saw. I saw something that had, like, a lid or lit or something. But
yeah.
So, congratulations. I know there's some controversy behind it.
There's a lot of controversy around it, which is... It amazes me on how he actually was able to play without being caught, because...
I don't really know. What has he done in the past? I don't know him.
So, he is known as, like, scamming people, fucking, like, real life or real world trading, and also scamming, you know, real world item or money and items and shit. You know, he's, like, really scummy dude. He, like... Yeah, he scams people, and he fucking has sold... He's admitted, like, there's, like... evidence of him admitting to, like, real world trading and shit. And he's known to, like, DDoS and, like, all this really scummy
ass shit. Is he known, or is it alleged?
No, he's known. They're, like, even... I think there's videos of, like, season 1 or season 2 of him DDoSing people to kill them, and, like, there's, like, video or audio of him talking about it, and there's a video, like, a 20-minute video of him being exposed, but that video I wouldn't really take as evidence because it's by Oak Dice, and he's you know,
scammer too. Like
no, he's just not like a liable source. He's
liable. Like, I don't know. I'm not really familiar with all these people. I know the names a little bit. I might have watched a video here and there, but I don't really know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's like a lot of evidence proving, and like him even like admitting it and stuff, that he has like DDoS people, and like he's even said like he first got known for doing zero commission staking and shit.
Oh, it's one of those cases.
Or sorry, maybe he did like 5% commission staking, but like that's kind of what he first got known as, and he scammed people for their money, and then he would just sell it, and you know, all that sketchy ass shit.
Yeah.
And but the main thing is that he's like, there's evidence of like someone 1v1ing him in Deadman mode, and he's like talking to his buddies on TeamSpeak. Oh, yo, I'm 1v1ing dead body, and they're like, haha, dude, you're gonna get fucking DDoSed, and then he like boom gets knocked off. And like,
I'll look for the video. I've never actually seen that video.
Yeah,
but if that's all true,
dead botting or Ari, whatever name he used before dead botting,
yeah,
DDoS or some shit like that, you'll find it all over Reddit and all that.
If
jazz.
That's true, the scamming and real world trading part, sure, it's shady. I don't know if that should ban him across the board from ever playing a hard like Deadman mode.
Well, the thing is
that's
main
arguable.
Account gets banned for boxing and shit and DDoSing and stuff.
The DDoSing part,
but he also boxes and shit too. But he
boxes. What's wrong? What's wrong with that?
Well, boxing in like an invitational final hour and shit is if you box in invitationals and seasonal, but you can't really do anything with the seasonal.
Yeah,
like they don't really enforce it, but they do ban you if you box in invitationals. People get banned. He's been banned for doing it. He got banned on, I don't know if it was every season, but like he was playing on his hardcore Iron Man, so you know, he could just be doing that so he doesn't lose experience, or because he was banned from this one on his main account.
I don't know, I think it's all speculation, but yeah.
The whole point is that he's been banned multiple times from Deadman mode invitationals and shit. And then he like ends up winning it. And so like, a lot of people question like, did he legitimately win it, or like what the fuck what kind of scummy shit did he do to win?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't really Jagex knows for sure if he legitimately won.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's already gotten, or he's getting the money. They haven't made a statement. I'm assuming he wins. I mean, he got first place. If they took it away from him, like, that's kind of fucked up at this point. It's been a week.
Yeah, okay.
You know? Like, they just, at this point, they have to, like, he won. Like, I don't care that he won. Like, you know, maybe it is also, like, maybe he never has DDoSed. Maybe it's a conspiracy against him for some reason.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe just, like, alleged.
But I know he's been kicked out of a lot of clans.
Yeah.
People have been like, oh yeah, he got kicked out for, like, scamming from these people, or, like, he's just, like, in general, like, I've never heard anything positive about him. But, you know, it'd be kind of stupid to not win because no one likes you.
Yeah. I'll be the first person to say something positive about him. He won the tournament and won $10,000. Also had the most kills.
Yep.
Is that, I mean, that's not really positive, actually. That's just kind of factual, right?
Yeah. I mean, if it's another Wooks 1 scenario, I'm gonna kind of be pissed.
Yeah, so... Man, maybe this whole thing's a conspiracy. Dude, what if Dead Man Mode, the tournaments and shit are all set up from the fucking beginning? They kill everyone off at the end, after the timer, so that you don't see the people who are fucking, tick eating and redemption prayer drinking.
Maybe they're just trying to get this guy's personal info so they can just perma-ban him across the board from all RuneScape.
Yeah, I don't know.
Imagine. That'd be some fucking sociopathic shit right there.
Yeah, that was the tournament, and I tried to play the tournament, the Dead Man Mode afterwards, but yeah, I died a few times, so I quit and don't do that anymore. Have you played the Dead Man Mode?
I mean, I thought about it.
So, yeah, no, you haven't.
I don't know.
I might try it again once the week's up to see how it is after all the quests are complete, but we'll see. The way it felt was, I logged in, we were all level 3, so I played, got to level 10, let's say, and then I went and took a shit, came back, and everyone's just red leveled. You know what I mean? They're all just level 30s and 40s and 60s, and I'm just really? Nobody's lower level than me now? Well, fuck
yeah.
me. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, that's about it for the tournament. But we need to take a quick break, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break, so we'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. So yeah, here we are. We're gonna slide right into our newest segment. We're introducing a new segment, which hopefully you guys like. Maybe it'll boost some more popularity within the show itself. So yeah, we're really excited to present this. The newest segment, the meme of the week. Maybe not necessarily the meme of the week, but we're gonna start talking about some of the memes, our favorite memes, and some of the funny bants that go on within the RuneScape community. You know what I'm saying? Lol forehead.
Nice.
Am I doing it right?
I think so. It's the only Twitch meme or whatever emote that I know.
What's your favorite Twitch emote?
I guess forehead. I don't really know them.
I'm not too
up to date. I should Google a list of them and kind of... Actually, I think I like gray face the most.
Gray face. Ooh, that's solid. What about the Kappas, eh? The Kappas are pretty good.
Yeah,
it's
right. Pretty much gray face.
So I was looking on the subreddit, just browsing the memes as we do. And I saw a resurgence of an old meme that, brought us back to an older time. A good time.
A pure time.
Yeah, it's almost a year ago. It was the phase of the day I learned with the runes.
The lava rune symbol is a Dorito?
Yep, today I learned the lava rune symbol is a Dorito. That was a pretty good one. Yeah, I'll go through some of them. We'll see which ones we like. Today I learned the water rune symbol is a drop of water. That's pretty good, eh? It looks like a drop of water.
I think it's one that sparked everything.
Yeah? No, that's what it really does look like, a drop of water. It's pretty crazy. Actually, I think this is what sparked it. Today I learned the nature rune symbol is a tree. That one's actually kind of cool. Someone might actually take away something from this.
Today I learned the law rune is a picture of me holding groceries.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a classic.
And then finally today I learned the mud rune symbol is a shitpost. I think we should.
Nice.
I thought we'd end it with that one. That was pretty good, eh?
The one I actually like though is the body and mind rune symbols. If you put them together, it forms like a person.
Oh yeah, no shit. Yeah, the mind symbol. It's like a sun or a face.
Yeah, the mind. Yeah, it's like a face, and then the body is like a body.
Huh.
If you put them together, it's like a little person. Pretty dank.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Alright, so, that was it. We got no news of any new memes for you, but stick on next week where we're gonna cover, we'll cover them way more in depth, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so let's actually hear some interesting shit going on.
Yeah, so...
What have I missed?
So we got a little double Jeopardy. We got 2 updates to go through.
Yeah, because we're lazy and we missed a week.
So from last week's, from March 23rd, they went along the name changes. They added
UI, I guess, or like functions options for it in game. So now you don't have to either log into RS3 or the homepage to change your name.
Oh, cool.
So what you do now is you go to settings, chat, notifications, and display name. And it's really weird, but finally you can actually look up if a name's available before you take it. Before you couldn't. Okay. You'd have to like look up on the high scores and shit. And it actually resulted my one friend getting a really dumb name that he hated. Cause he just like kept typing in random shit and he got one he didn't want.
It's just like a random bot name.
Not like that. Just random like stupid words and shit. Okay. Like his name, like I probably shouldn't just say his name, but yeah, it's dumb. But yeah, they finally added it. It's kind of weird they didn't really implement this before the name changes.
Okay.
But I mean, lucky for me, there's one name I wanted. I ended up getting it. Happy with it. And, well, I wanted 2 names, but, you know, someone took the other one, but I don't really care too much. But, yeah, you can look it up and stuff. And, little FYI, you're not able to reserve a bunch of names. People have, been caught hoarding like 7, 8 names, and then all their names get cleared.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So, and I've seen a lot of bitching on, if you look in like the new, every time like letters are released, you'll see someone bitching about it. I got Stark, and I got Sister, and I got these 40 names I'm never gonna use. I'm just holding on to them because I'm a dick. Pretty much. And then Jagex just, you know, doesn't let them do that, and they get upset. So don't do that.
Good.
I mean, you can probably get away with it if you have high-level accounts, but you
can probably do it with a
pretty
few.
strict on it.
Like, I have, like, probably 5 accounts. I think I could get away with it, because they're all...
No, but you're not, like, hoarding 4-character names, you know? You're not looking for cool names just to kind of hold on to just for the sake of having them.
Yeah.
Like, you have names that you like that you went and took. There's people that went out of their way to, like, make accounts to, you know, make a name, to take a name that just got, like, you know, opened up. So they made a sortable friends list, ignore list, and clan chat and all this stuff. They updated all of that stuff.
Sure.
Yeah. Pretty nice.
All right.
And, yeah. So that's pretty nice.
Yep. Not much to say
there. Yeah, you can sort by world, name, or whatever.
It's and minor. Then, I don't have any clan friends, chat, so I can't even fucking use it.
Nice. I clear a lot of people I add on RS. If I don't talk to them, or if they ask me for shit, I just delete them.
Man, you know how many times I'll be in the wilderness and then I'll find like someone who's doing orbs or someone who's rune crafting or someone PKing, and then I'll add them to my friends list to see what world they're in, and then they might have their friends list turned off, but I'll have like 5 people that do that, and I forget which ones are, like, I forget to take them off, and then they'll randomly turn on their friends list. There are times where I'm just like, I don't know, like, yo, dude, you want to come Boston later or something? Da, 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 da. And he's like, who the fuck are you? And I was like, I don't... Oh, shit. I think I PK'd you, dude.
Yeah, I add people, there's people I delete, and I'm like, oh, fuck, why did I delete them? And I can't remember what their name was. That happens a couple times.
Lost connections.
Oh. Yeah, I turn my friends list on for like a week. If they message me back, I'll add them. But, yeah, I cleared my friends list all the time, because, like, I don't know, like, actually, this kind of happened, go off on a quick little thing, happened, like last 2 weeks. I've known a guy since 2003, like, when I played Habbo Hotel. It's where I met him.
Nice.
And I've been, like, friends with him for, I guess, like, 14 years now. And, he lives in, like, Ottawa, so that's kind of close to me. He actually, like, he fucking wanted me to move in with him. It was kind of weird. But, yeah, that's not really the point of the story. But, yeah, so I've known this guy for a while. We're pretty close. But for some reason...
got raped.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but for some reason on RuneScape, he always, like, he does this. And, like, I just started catching on to it now. He's like, we'll talk. And he's, oh, man, what are you up to? And I'll be like, oh, I'm rune crafting. Oh, nice. What are you going for? Oh, you know, X amount of runes or, you know, this level, whatever my goal is. Oh, cool. Couple days later. So you still rune crafting? Yeah, man. And then, like, he'll, like, ask, like, try and, like, see how long I've been rune crafting for. And then, oh, what are you up to? Oh, I just finished rune crafting. Nice. Yo, can I have, like, 8 mil? And I'll be like, no. He's like, dude, you've been rune crafting for 4 days. You don't have 8 mil? It's like, no, dude, I do have 8 mil, but you can't have it. There's a very big difference. It's actually a huge difference between, and I, like, said this straight up to him, like, there's a huge difference between me having 8 mil and me giving you 8 mil, because it's like, I'm not going to runecraft for like a couple days or a couple hours to, you know, make someone else money.
Yeah.
And I kind of have to like straight up say that to him, and then he'll like stop and go back to normal conversations, and it like happens again.
He has like all these tabs on you. He's like, all right, so he's done 4 master clues. He's killed Sarah Boss 17 times. He's got to have enough money now.
Yeah, he doesn't get shit from me though. I don't fucking give money to anyone. I'm cheap. But anyways, so along with the friends and all that stuff sorting, they changed the glider, so now you can directly travel to like other gnome gliders and whatnot.
Sure. Yeah, I don't really know why you'd always teleport back to the tree.
Yeah, that was stupid. But yeah, they changed that now. I wonder how that's going to work in Deadman mode, though, because maybe you can abuse it by just flying around everywhere really quickly. I'm not too sure. Maybe they have a countdown timer now.
So, like, if you don't know before, there are these gliders you get from completing... Is it Grand Tree?
Grand Tree or Monkey Madness, I forget.
You unlock these gliders, and they're placed all around. There's one in... not Karamja. Al-Kharad. There's one place on... Monkey Madness Island, and anyways, they're placed all around. But when you have to take them, you got to take them back to the Grand Tree, and then from the Grand Tree, you can take it to wherever you want to go.
Yeah, but not anymore. They made it more streamlined.
Yeah, now it's 1 trip instead of 2.
Yep. But my only thing is, like, when in Deadman mode, you would take it to the Grand Tree, and that's a safe zone, so you would take some damage, and you have to be quick on going to the next zone if you're skulled. And now if you're not skulled, maybe you can abuse... I don't really know. But, yeah. Okay. And, so whatever. In other news, they found a way to abuse raid points by, like, adding people in and kicking them or something. I don't know. They did some really weird shit where they could pretty much get a bunch of bonus points.
Okay.
So they've made a tweak to fix it, and so, yeah, when a member of a raid party leaves early, the point multiplier for that raid is reduced to like the correct number, but the difficulty of the bosses remain the same.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the multiplier stayed. So what people would do is they'd invite people and then kick them, and the bosses might be a little bit harder, but they'd be getting way more points.
Okay. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like over 30k points was a shit ton. And so it's really good they fixed that. For larger parties, one of the ice one of the bosses in raids, the like ice demons braziers or whatever, braziers, not bras, the fucking braziers. But they would burn out faster they will burn out faster than small parties. So they pretty much fix the scaling on one of the bosses for larger parties. The one key can no longer be used to confirm destruction of items inside the blast furnace. People are accidentally breaking their coal bags with it.
That sucks.
Yeah. But because they made that one change where it's a yes or no, and you could just hit one.
I knew there was going to be an issue somewhere.
I don't know how they do that, but whatever. The eat option on the Gout tuber is now like a right click, so you don't accidentally, eat a bunch of progress. Cool. Your Iron Man or whatever. They changed bounty hunter target teleports, so it's now like 5 teleports to your target.
All right.
So it's a good middle ground.
Sure.
They fixed a bug. Or some bug fixes, I guess. So with the bolt pouch, which no one's ever used, but it's pretty much a pouch that lets you hold different kinds of bolts, like a rune pouch.
Right. Oh yeah, I forgot that exists.
Yeah, so they removed that from Deadman mode because when you died, your bolts weren't being cleared on death.
Damn.
And so they took that out. They fixed, some grammatical errors and yep.
Cool.
And there was a live stream of the Inferno, a design of the Inferno.
Yeah, did you check it out?
Nah. Honestly, the more I think about it, I'm not really down for the Inferno. But
man, I was so excited. I haven't checked it out, but I probably will check it out this weekend. Like I said, I've been pretty
honestly
busy,
think... Well, so people made a big fuss, and they want the Inferno to be put into the Tazar caves.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I agree with that.
And they said they're going to do that. They said, that's a good point. We should just, add... We don't want the Tazar pits to die. We don't want to force everyone to go to Zia.
Yeah, okay, yeah. For everything, especially.
Yeah, all the best shit. Let's go to Zia, yeah.
No one likes it, but
Yeah,
so they said they're gonna change it to the Czar cave or fighting caves, but
I like that. I want to see an expansion to the Czar caves because for the longest times there's a bunch of fucking dead ends that just.
Oh yeah,
you talk to the guys there and they say they're guarding you can't go past.
Yep. Yeah, they definitely had some ideas in the future that just they didn't like or they scrapped or and now but because of that they can add some expansions. I saw someone suggest this, and this is the only way that would make me support the Inferno caves is if they made it so there's a one-time fee of entering the caves, and that was your fire cape.
I thought about that. I could see that. That I would never do it, but cool.
Instead of making it so you have to use the fire cape for the boss to unlock the boss, if you just use the fire cape to enter, and then you can do the boss as many times as you want, unlock the skilling and all that stuff there. Prevents a lot of botting, and then it's kind of like a rite of passage,
Because as of right now, I'm thinking like, oh my god, it took me like 10 tries to kill Jad. This boss will probably be harder than Jad.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be they said it's gonna be like really hard.
So
you're probably gonna have to fight Jad's up until you fight him. Like it's gonna be like you're probably gonna have to fight Jad before you fight him straight up. Like
fucking.
It's good.
Think how long do you think that would take me? If it took me 10 times to get my first fire cape, let's say it'll take me 3 times to get my next one. God damn, that's going to be a lot of killing Jad.
Well, no, maybe I'll get the pet. You don't have to use a fire cape every time to attempt it. You just use a fire cape and you unlock
the ability to attempt it. I believe that's how it's set up. Yeah, it's a one-time fee to attempt to get the Inferno cape.
So it's not like it was once you completed it, no matter what, you got the Inferno cape, but you had to fuse your cape with it.
No, the way I think it is you use your fire cape to get it, to like unlock it, and you get a new cape. But if it's if it's what you're saying, sure, I don't really care. I don't mind going for another fire cape. And if people complain, it's like, Jad's not hard, it's just that everyone panics on him. And it's because you only, fight him X amount of times. It's
both, though. He is a bit tough. You fuck up once and you die. That's...
No, really, it's just for like a 60 or 70. You can still live from that.
I've got one hit plenty of times.
Well, with what health, though?
High enough.
Because the highest he's hit me is for like high 70s, I think.
Yeah, that's fairly high.
Yeah, but all you do is like, oh shit, you get the right prayer, you brew up a bit. Get the right prayer, you brew up a bit, and you just take it slow. Like, I don't know. I as of right now, though, they've kind of made the rite of passages, I guess, like getting, like, if you saw someone doing Slayer and they didn't have barrel gloves, you're kind of like, oh my, like, oh god, NMZ prod, but now there's the 2 Slayer bracelets that you're better off just holding on to them the whole time. Like, people don't even bring barrel gloves to Slayer anymore.
Really? They're that good? I suspected that they wouldn't replace the barrel gloves.
Oh, no, they have, 100%. If you, the experience rates have gone up way higher now with Slayer, and, I've seen a lot of high levels just not using gloves, and I ask, are they actually that much better? And some dude was like, yo, go look it up. It's seriously way better. So, what they do is they bring the Slaughter and then the other one, and if it's a shitty task that they don't like, they just use the one that speeds up the task, and if it's a good task, good experience task or whatever, that they want to do, then they just slow it down.
See, I feel like the barrels would... I don't know what the difference would be.
See, yeah, because people were saying, why don't you just wear, your gloves and then switch at, before you kill it, and then it's or you could just hold on to it and canon your tasks and, just kind of chill. You don't have to worry about it. You're still getting really good... you're getting better experience than if you're just to wear the barrel gloves, which is pretty shitty. And then... if they can make it so you can just go into the Inferno area without a fire cape, there's just going to be a botting issue in general. People are going to bot the gem stuff and or the friggin' lava eels or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I think it'd be cool just to have an area that you get into by actually putting, your time and effort, or giving someone $50 to do it for you, I guess. If you hate getting your fire cape that much, you can just go spend money.
Fuck it. That I'm down for that one. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I expect that. But I do hope we see the expansion of some sort. I would love to see an expansion to the Tazar games.
I'm pretty sure it's going to come out for sure. It's just, they better do it. I don't know.
Don't half-ass it.
I won't. I'll only support it if it's something like, give them your fire cape and now you can enter it. Because, then you have an option. Do you get 2 fire capes? Or do you just say fuck it and you go straight for the Inferno cape? And then also, you unlock good skilling methods and money making and stuff. And it also makes the new armor, more valuable.
Oh, you mean you want to pay a fire cape to get into the new area in general?
Permanently, yeah. Like you unlock a gate.
Yeah, no, I agree. Maybe not.
Not every time you enter. I think a fire cape to now you prove yourself. Maybe you fight a guy and then you sacrifice your cape, and then you're like, nice, now you can enter.
If you want to do it right, I feel like there should be a quest involved that ends with you giving up your cape and them letting you in.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
It'd be so stupid if you just walked up, right-clicked your cape, give it to the guard. Oh, you may now enter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be nice to see a quest, some ritual or some sort that you're some champion that slayed Jad. You know what I mean? That's how it should be done.
I think at this point, though, it's not gonna happen. I think it's too late.
Why? I don't
well, because it's gonna be a couple months. I think it says coming out in June or something, June or July, they said. Or that's when they're planning for, I think. I don't really remember. And it takes a lot of time to do that shit.
Yeah, well, fucking... You don't have to make it like a Monkey Madness 2 type of quest.
No, it'd be cool if it was even just a mini quest, fight a dude, sacrifice, put your body or put your cape on an altar, and then the gates open. And then, then you enter the Infernal area. But whatever. Hopefully they have something like that. It's not fully pulled out and stuff, right? They still have a lot of ideas they want to play with and ask the community.
Mm-hmm, okay.
So that'll be nice. But that being said, we'll move on to because that was it for that week. Not too much.
1 week later.
Yeah. So this week, this Thursday, the 30th, I believe. Yeah. So the 30th, that just update that just passed. They did some interface improvements and whatnot. So what they've done is they've fixed the player-owned house jewelry interface. So instead of it just being a big-ass list of shit, it's ring of dueling, and it shows 1, 2, 3, game necklace,
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
4 to 8.
It's an actual menu. Kind of like the construction menu when you're building things in your house.
Yeah, and
I like it.
You can still use your hotkeys and stuff with it, which is nice.
They're all numbered and shit right next to them.
But it's
fucking great.
It's way more aesthetically pleasing though.
Oh yeah.
So that's nice. They've had some chaotic death spawn tweaks. So the chaotic death spawn of the Necryarchs. Why was that so hard to say? But they're kind of hard to
fucking Jagex name.
Necryarch? I don't know. I was just
every
saying
name
Necryoil or something.
Has to be fucking retarded.
But yeah, they changed how the spawns of the Necryarch are, because they're kind of hard to tell what attack style they're using. But now they have definitive colors.
Okay,
so that's kind of nice.
I honestly, when they appear, I just run away until they don't become aggressive anymore, and then I run back and start fighting.
Truth.
That's the best method.
Yeah, I think people will still do that. But, yeah, so they've made some improvements to the Karamja Diary Master. They've now made it so... Okay, this was really weird, and I honestly have never done a Karamja Diary, easy or anything, because every tier had a different master.
Oh, really?
It was this, that shit, I was, looking on the wiki, 2-3 weeks ago, because I'm, knocking off all my diaries and shit. Mm-hmm. And I was or getting all the stats for everything. And I was that is so dumb. I'm doing that last. And then they've just made, Pirate Jackie, the chick that's in the front, the entrance of the Brimhaven Agility Arena. So that's just the master now.
Cool.
And you used to have to carry your Karamja gloves too when you're doing the diaries.
Yeah, that's because the Karamja, I'm pretty sure, was the very first diary to come out, was it not?
I think so, but like it's so weird that it, they took them this long to. I mean, it's fixed. It's nice, but
It's done.
Yeah, and then you can still teleport to the previous masters with your achievement cape, so it doesn't devalue your achievement cape, guys. It's okay.
Thank goodness.
Don't need to worry about it. And they've, with the 2016 April Fool's event, they have added the cabbage skill cape, so now you can buy it for 150 coins.
Solid.
Or you might have to do the little mini game thingy for it, which wasn't too bad. I kind of enjoyed doing it.
I haven't done it, so I'll get it.
You need to have like a hatchet. You need to have like a chisel and all this stuff. Like the cabbages level up, and it's weird. I did it when it came out. Well, it was kind of fun. But, Deadman Mode protection, they, players logging into the Deadman season for the first time. After, I guess pretty much Saturday, so, April 1st, I think? Yeah, April 1st, they'll have the 6-hour protection enabled. Same as always, you can't be attacked in PvP, and...
I think Jagex is luring.
Yeah, maybe.
Man, I logged in and I've played for like maybe 2 hours on my Deadman. I shouldn't have done that. I could have used the 6-hour protection.
Yeah, you gain 2 times the experience rate as normal Deadman rates. And if you attack someone though, you do lose your protection, so you can't abuse that.
Okay.
All quests will now be unlocked. All music tracks, ancients are now accessible.
Sweet.
Deadman mode. There's only 4 worlds now, I believe. Okay. Oh no, they added 4 more worlds, so I think there's 14 or 15 worlds or something in Deadman mode now.
Taking up all the good spots. You can't boss for the next week, boys.
They removed some of the added worlds. They added a couple extra ones.
Mm-hmm.
They're heavy loaded. Oh, sorry, I didn't know if you said that.
Yeah, there's like 15 worlds that are dedicated to Deadman mode or something right now, I think.
Well, they removed 4 of them, though, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah, they removed 4, sorry. So yeah. I thought they added more.
They added some after their previous release because I guess so many people were playing.
Yeah, man, we hit over 70K after that season.
I wanted to say, no, there's over 100,000 people watching overall, I think. Is that right?
Man, a couple years ago, our player base was like 15,000. Yeah. I remember being like, oh, I'm going to go back on old school. It's been a while. And there was 15,000 people online. I remember it was like on a weekend or like a Thursday night or something. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, it was like 25,000. There was like not that many people on. And I was like,
yeah, I remember that.
For like an hour and got off.
I remember like 30,000. And right now I'm looking 52,000 people playing old school RuneScape. I'm pretty sure before I might have been looking at both old school and RuneScape 3.
Yeah, and combined. I remember being happy that like 30,000 were online or 40. I remember it being posted on Reddit that 50,000 finally started playing at once. Like we were excited about that. Now that seems to be like our concurrent viewers. I mean,
it's crazy. Who would have thought,
yeah.
Remember how long people said like how fast this game would die, how fast nostalgia would wear off?
I remember people saying during the low point, like, well, this game's got I remember like 3 years ago being like, this game's got 2 years left. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I remember not thinking this game was gonna die. I remember seeing Zalra come out and being like, well, RuneScape's dead.
Yeah, this is their last ditch effort.
Yeah.
But look at them. They're just doing better than ever, too.
Mm-hmm. So I probably complained about this. This is kind of off topic, but I just want to mention this before I forget. I probably complained about how like bosses and shit drop a lot of like skilling items and just random shit.
Okay.
You know, like Zalra, you get more sharks per hour killing Zalra than you do fishing them. And I was complaining about that to my one buddy who's pretty heavy into PVM, and he actually explained it to me that kind of completely changed my opinion on it.
Okay, let's hear it.
So, because, okay, like, do you remember when Pure Essence were like 25 GP each?
Yeah.
Those were like the most heavily bought items in the game at one point because they're so expensive, so easy to bought, so hard to catch. And so what Jagex did was they added them to like Nightmare Zone and like to every good Slayer monster. And like now they went from, now they're 4 GP, and it's like who who the hell is going to mine pure essence if they're not an Iron Man? And it's like, well, bots do it, but they make no money, so no more bots do it. But because there's so many people PVMing and getting all these random items, like Corp drops like 2K at a time.
But like, it takes away well, I guess it doesn't matter. I guess, why would you want players mining rune essence? I was going to say, but now nobody's mining rune essence anymore. But the game's growing, and the only way you keep the player base growing is by, there's sometimes you just got to cut the cord on some things, right?
Yeah, and they keep it there for, some people want to do it, or, some people are, Iron Men and stuff. And,
Sure.
And it kind of pushes bots, like all free to play bots just cut use. You know what I mean? Like and they do like telegrabs and stuff, but like they kind of push the bots into like one direction, and then with the players, like, oh, we all love PVMing, so then they just give us like, hey, look, player bases, like if the player base were to die out pretty much, and let's say there's like 15,000 people playing, you don't want to spend like a month, fishing sharks to sell. You want to play the game and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And so if you can get a bunch of sharks by just playing the game on like a solo boss and having fun, doing all that, it kind of helps the economy like run in a good circle. And it's like, if the bots do show up to like, fish shark, because you can get them through Zulrah and shit, it's always going to keep them around 1,000 or lower.
Yeah.
And then if the bots disappear, they go up in price and stuff. And like, it's, I don't know, it's kind of nice. It keeps people wanting to do bossing because it helps with like resources and shit. And then, I mean, if you want to fish sharks, go for it. But like, you now someone who has a botnet, they're not making an extra like 4 mil a day, which does help.
And like, I know there's people out there who do enjoy skilling, but I know the vast majority do prefer PVMing.
Mm-hmm.
And in all honesty, I couldn't see how anybody could enjoy woodcutting or fishing. I could see them liking the community that fishes and woodcuts with them, and like people who do it at the same spot every time. I can see them liking to do it when they're watching a movie or something, but I can't see it being like, I fucking love RuneScape because fishing is awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like fishing because I can AFK and do it. But
yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't really AFK boss. So that's where I'm like, I feel like many people who play RuneScape are at the age, and you gotta kind of cater in their direction, right? You gotta change the game towards how, the demographic that plays it.
Yep.
For the most part, even if sharks were to plummet lower in gold, fishing and woodcutting are still basically always going to be there for when you need to AFK. There's other things you can do as well, but straight up, those two are the easiest. There's nothing that beats them that I can think of.
Those are definitely like, smithing cannonballs is more AFK, but that's if like, I only ever like smith cannonballs when I'm like doing schoolwork and I like, 2 minutes has gone by and I just finished my inventory. Like that type of AFK.
But the difference
Cooking's kind of AFK.
The difference I find with like fishing and like wood cutting and stuff, because you could also AFK really well doing PVM shit, but there's like zero risk, and there's no risk with cannonballs as well. But also with cannonballs, you got like, there's a few extra clicks you got to do. With fishing, you literally click once, don't look. Click once to bank it, and you can click right back on a fishing spot from the bank and go back to jerking off or whatever.
My
fingering your butt.
Everyone's done that at one point, but
yeah.
But like, it's actually kind of weird because when I first started playing RS, like old school, all I did was like skill. Even though my skills aren't that high, I got like 77 woodcutting straight. I was like, all right, that's nice. Then I went and got like 80 fishing straight. You know what I mean? Like I had all these.
The progression itself is like very satisfying, but it's hard to say. Is it fun? Would you consider it fun?
I did that stuff because I liked AFKing. I liked playing Counter-Strike or Hearthstone while I had RuneScape going.
So you did, so it's not that you liked AFKing, it's that you didn't really want to play RuneScape, but
I liked making money and gaining levels while I wasn't playing it. Okay. But like now it's gotten to the point where like I hate doing that shit because like I just want to get the experience. Like if I want to fish for money, like I might as well go runecraft or like I enjoy runecrafting more than fishing now. Like I tried fishing this week.
But like let's say a new game comes out like the Battleground PlayerUnknown. You can be like, all right, let's play that, and I'll fish. Now this is when I fish, or this is when I cut.
I try to not do that anymore, because, like, I find, like, I was starting to burn out after I got, like, 9 levels of fletching in, like, a couple days. Like, I went from 85 to, I'm pretty much 95. I'm, like, 1k away from 95 fletching.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I said I had RuneScape going all the time, just nonstop fletching. I started, like, burning out, because I was like, man, this is, like, kind of fucked. So, like, if I want to AFK stuff, I will, but usually it's like, oh, I'll go play PlayerUnknown. I'll just log off for a bit. I'll take a little break. Like, I'm trying to, like, make sure I don't burn out, because I always outpace myself for shit. Like, I always, like, right now I have like 3 99s planned out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have, like, 82 rune crafting planned out with 99 fletching, and I'm gonna get 97 cooking, and then I want to get 99 fishing with Barbarian. I want to see how long I can 3-tick this week. See how many hours I can put in 3-tick fishing, really just to, like,
how that works, but that sounds terrible.
It's, you click a lot, and you get, like, a million cooking experience while you're doing it. You're pretty much clicking
You're
nonstop.
probably gonna have, like, a nervous breakdown. You're gonna be a different man next week.
Nah. I like doing all this stuff. I'm not gonna get all of it done in, like, a week, but I have, like, a bunch of, like, skills, because I want to finally get 2k total level.
Yeah, that's nice.
I think it's time.
Big boy levels, or big boy worlds.
Yeah, I get a stat, like, I don't know, I burn myself out from one stat, so now I won't touch it. Like, and that's my issue.
I haven't touched hunting in, like, 2 years.
I actually did Chinchompas today. I went from 67 to 70, and I actually enjoyed it. I found a really good spot, and yeah, it's not too bad.
3 levels, not too bad. 3 levels, but I did from level 1 to 70 in, like, 2 days.
Yeah, I did that with 1 to 67, and I just stopped.
It's fucked.
The one thing that annoys me with Chinchompas is, like, people log in, and they go, oh, nice, how long have you been here? I've been here for 2 hours. Nice, how many you got? Oh, I got 500. You should go bank. Nah, I'm good. Why, man? That's a lot. You're here for money, right? Yep. So go bank. And then, like, people, like, try and convince me to leave the spot and go bank. And it's like, I know you just want to take my spot. Why the fuck would I leave here to bank for no reason?
Yeah, that can be kind of a pain. But also, there's a few times where, like, I'd set up kind of close to someone and, like, none of us bitched. Because at first I'm like, I'm not going to say anything. I'll see if he says anything. Then 10 minutes later, we're, like, adding each other. And like, hey, dude, what's going on? Friendships are made.
There's a spot, like, the bottom of the map for red chins and fell to pills or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's two Chinchampa spawns, and you can I can only use 4 traps, but you can set it up so you pretty much, like, cover both spawns. And I'm pretty efficient. If they run away from it, I just kill them with my crystal bow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I can pull, like, 80k, over 80k an hour hunting experience, which is pretty nice. For, like, Chinchampas, I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But, kind of rambling on, we should probably finish up the news and then keep talking. The Falador teleport tab, the F wasn't correct. It didn't look like an F. They made it so now it looks like an F. But, yeah. So players whose friends or ignore lists, that can't use the sorting options have an indication as to why. Okay. I don't really understand why you wouldn't be able to sort. That doesn't make any sense, but now you'll know why, I guess. Yeah. The delay when you're checking the health of a bush patch is, like, now been removed to match fruit trees and trees, just to make farming more consistent.
Sure.
I read this and I have no idea what the hell this means or whatever, but when you now find a gout tuber, it is now locked to you for longer to discourage theft. What does that mean? Or people, like, what?
See, now I feel like an idiot. Sorry. Now I feel like an idiot. I should have asked this earlier. What the fuck's a gout tuber?
You need it for the diaries. I think red topaz machete, but, like, I don't understand. Like, how does it get stolen? Like, maybe scammed. Maybe people are scamming you from them, because people make, like, they're worth a lot. Like, they go for, let me check.
570k. 579k.
Yeah, like, they go for quite a bit. I think I just saw something that said people make 1.5 mil. Yeah, so with 2 people, you can get 1.5 mil an hour, so I guess 700k an hour between. That's pretty good money. I think you just hack shit. I think you just hack the
Yeah,
like the bushes.
Yeah, it's from hacking parts of the jungle while doing the oh great, here we go. Taibo cleanup. Fuck you, Jagex. Fuck you.
Yeah, you need it for a diary, and it can take a long time. It can take like over an hour to get.
It has a 1% chance of appearing when hacking any kind of jungle.
Yeah, a lot of Iron Men bitch about having to get this because you need it to do the medium or the hard, maybe both. I don't know. And I'll probably just buy mine once I get around to doing Karamja. GoTuber, I don't really understand how they're getting stolen. Maybe someone can.
I'm
let
reading
us know
now.
How they're
there's
stolen.
apparently an item that looked the same called a gout weed from My Big Arms Big Adventure. Oh, you need to use it with GoTuber. Also it says before this update, gout tubers could be dug up by other players because when you cut the jungle, I believe it dropped on the ground, similar to the bird's nest. So I think a lot of people, since you never
plant,
pardon,
the plant that gives you the energy fruit, the strange fruit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you need a spade to dig it up. Okay, that makes sense. So maybe you saw someone had that like happen. They're like AFKing and they're hacking away, and you're like, oh shit, you'd run over and steal it. That makes a lot of sense now. So I guess it's now bound to you for longer to prevent that from happening. All right, good. We figured that out.
We did
it.
Now next week, someone's gonna we're gonna figure out why we were wrong.
Why we're shit faced or
it turned out it was some like menacing clan that was going around hacking people who had that item because somehow that item was allowed them to be tracked.
Yeah, maybe we're just shitlords, who knows? But the Western Hard Diary task to kill Zulrah has been changed in the Dead Man seasonal mode because Zulrah is locked. You just have to click on the boat now.
Okay.
Kind of weird that was an oversight. It's kind of weird that people are doing diaries.
Yeah.
Hard diaries in Dead Man mode, but whatever. Seed drops and potion drops in the raid, the Chambers of Zarek, will now just be on the floor for 30 minutes.
Cool.
And that's nice. And that's it for the updates.
That's it for the news.
Yep.
So cool. This is some pretty fun news. I'm going to watch that stream this weekend, and then I'm going to come back and we'll talk about how much I love the new fight pits that are going to be coming out. Dude, what if they bring in a new minigame?
That'd be kind of cool.
Like the fight pits.
Fight Pits 2.0?
Yeah, fight pits number 2.
I'm really worried because like if they do the Inferno Cape wrong, then it's kind of like
they have the ability just to like hot fix it within like at any given moment. You know what I mean?
But I mean, like if there's something fundamentally wrong with it, like if anyone can just walk in and just use the area, the only reason why I say it's bad because it's gonna like streamline a lot of content and stuff. Like people are just gonna like go there to make money instead of doing monkfish. And
I think at the very least, you shouldn't be able to enter it until you have a lava cape. Like they'd be like, "Oh, you have the lava cape, you can come through here. This is like this is where like the champion lounge is."
Yeah, like maybe you don't have to sacrifice your cape.
Yeah, as long as you need it to get in, I'd be cool with that too.
It's just nice to like prevent bots or just anything from happening just from crashing the prices you get from the eels. So that's what I'm really worried about.
And also, I believe there's some benefit to having like a new area that's locked behind a gate that you need to get this item for. You're just like, what's over there? It reminds me of the days of like when you're a free to play player that you haven't been a member yet, and you're just looking out that gate that's west of Falador. Gates.
Yeah.
You're just like, what the fuck is behind there? There's all this shit that I can't do because I'm like fucking broke as shit and I'm playing at the library.
Yeah. But like the one thing we don't have that anymore though. Like we don't really get that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you definitely could get that.
Yeah.
Having that barrier with the fire cape, which you're saying the same thing. So I hope they do it like that. Because the only other area that I can kind of think at all, maybe, no, I'm trying to think. I can't really think of anything. I was gonna say the elf city that they never even finished, but you can like basically walk up to the gates to the city, and it's been like that for fucking ever.
Yeah, they really need to.
That's gonna be a tough one because they don't want to deviate too far from RuneScape 3.
I'm calling it 2018. The big elf area regeneration, 2018, 27, end of 2017.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Every year, it's like they focus on a different,
Yeah, I'd be down.
Bam. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if I saw that. So yeah, no, I'm really pumped for the idea of the the new Tazar Caves. I keep calling it something different, but I love that shit. I just want them to finish off a bunch of areas because I've been playing this game for a really long time.
Yeah, I've been playing, I think I did the math and it was like end of 2014-ish. It wasn't, because I think RuneScape 2 came out in like, not 2014, 2004.
I was going to say, you've been playing way longer than that.
Been playing old school longer than that, I think. But,
I want to say like 2003, 2004, 2002.
So I think around 2004, RuneScape 2 came out, I want to say. And I still remember like seeing a level 80 plus. That was rare.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was like Slayer had just come out. I remember like everyone talking about that.
No, I remember playing and then one day coming on and seeing this new skill and it was Slayer, being like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, and farming and construction. I remember doing construction on day one. And
dude, yeah, construction I was pumped for because that was when I was like a higher level and I could actually participate. On the first day, I like blew my whole bank on some stupid house. The good times, but yeah. So, anyways, the point of all that is that we've been playing for so long, and these these areas have just been gated off. Like even I think it's Menifo. I don't have the name in front of me, so I don't know why I'm going to go off memory. But in the desert city, right? There's like Sophanum, and then there's like Menifos. Whatever.
Yep.
I said I wasn't, and I did anyways. But one of the two cities is like not even like it's there, but it's just empty, right?
Yeah.
So you got that. You got the Elf City. This is like this is a bunch of places. I would love to see them finally complete, and hopefully they tackle that. But I know there's some controversy with RuneScape 3. RuneScape 3 is set in like the future in like a different age, and they don't want to clash with the lore at all. So.
Yeah, I do kind of like I can see why they want to stay away from it, because if it's like, oh, my nostalgia, I don't change, these areas that we remember, so, like, keep them as it is, just add new areas, and do your stuff in there, but then it's also like, let's
I've been wanting to know what was behind those glass doors since I was, like, 10 years old. The
yeah, it might be another
doors.
10 years, though.
What?
Do you know if they finished that area in RuneScape 3?
Yeah, okay, yeah, sorry. That's why I kept saying that's part of the reason why they haven't been so fast to put it out, is because it is out on RuneScape 3. And in RuneScape 3, it's like the end game city. You go there and like it's where all the high levels are, and you can do all this high level shit. And
oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, so RuneScape 3 is like finished all the areas, I think, or most of them at least.
Yeah, apparently they're planning for a remaster version of RS3 in 2018.
What the fuck? Like, what do you mean?
I don't know. I don't know exactly. It literally says RuneScape Remastered.
New school RuneScape? We'll have
maybe like a RuneScape 4? I don't really know.
Nah, we're gonna have old school RuneScape, we'll have RuneScape, and then we'll have new school RuneScape.
The thing said, what was it? RuneScape MMO Remastered for 2018 coming soon. I don't know where the hell I read that.
So it could be out on consoles and shit too. But RuneScape 3 is a game I want to play more of. I've got like a level like 30 and I haven't played too much, but what I have played, like the game's pretty fun. I know a lot of people shit on it because it's, with the EOC stuff, but if you play it and like play it as like its own separate game, like a completely fresh game, it's pretty enjoyable. Like I started a new account and I went through the tutorial and everything, and I had fun. The quests are really good.
Yeah, I mean, they do have like a lot of good ideas, and it's weird because a lot of people that shit on RS3 also suggest things all the time that is in RS3.
Yeah,
like they just want harder bosses and shit, and RS3 apparently has some really hard bosses.
Dude, yeah, RS3 has that's what I see videos of some of their bosses and shit, and every now and then I'll go check out like a stream that's playing some RuneScape 3 shit, and like, man, it looks badass.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd ever play it just because you can be like
you can dress up as like an anime character pretty much.
Yeah, but if
my friend logged in and he sent me a screenshot, and it was like literally saw this in 5 minutes, and it was like the person was pretty much an anime character running around. You're like, what the?
That is so stupid. Oh man.
Remember earlier when I said like I started playing Maple Story just because like one of us mentioned it? Like whatever happened to that game?
Yeah.
I feel like coming on with RuneScape 3 right now. Because when I was playing it alongside with RuneScape.
Yep.
Like there's so many. I felt what I felt with RuneScape back in the day. Like I saw all these things that I was not high enough level to do, and I was like, "Fuck, man! I just want to grind it out so fast." Like,
yeah,
their port system, you need to have like level 70 Herblore and 70 Slayer, and not too high, but I'm clearly not even close. I'm just like, fuck, dude, I really want to try this port, this player.
Yeah, but you can also, pay for your level ups and shit.
Yeah,
that's what always takes me out of it.
It's you can, cool but at the same time, like it's convention. Like I don't know, no one's doing that shit. Like they might spend like some money on it, but like. You'd be a fucking retard.
The only thing is like the way those like that model is it works is it literally relies on whales. Like it's not everyone spending $5. It's one guy spending like a couple thousand.
Yeah, and that's like one of the most
the average Joe.
Yeah, and that's one of the most
thing with like
hated parts of RuneScape 3 is the microtransactions. That's the most hated part. And like
But that's also how bonds work, man.
What's that?
It's also how bonds work in old school, which is like what kind of bugs me. It's like you don't know how many like level 100s you'll see that have 0 skills. They've never done a boss before, but they have fucking double my bank, and they're like a level 100 with like base 80s or something, and like 50 Slayer, and that's it. Like base 80 melee stats, and you're like. You fucking just dropped like $400 for all your gear.
Yeah, but like
that bugs me.
I don't know.
I mean, play the game how you want, but oh man, that's just like you're literally ruining your own experience just because you're so lazy.
Now I'm gonna play devil's advocate here because like I would like 4 years ago I would have totally agreed with you there, but now I'm sitting on the other end being like, nah, man, like. I feel like you don't need to have these things, but I don't feel like bonds are really like destroying this game too much because like
no, it's definitely not destroying the game. It's destroying certain players' enjoyments.
Yeah, sort of, but at the same time, those players might not even play the game otherwise. They might not want to grind. They might not want to like their experience might not be fun. They might not enjoy being getting their items.
Let's be real though, if you're playing RuneScape and you don't like grinding, you're kind of playing the wrong game. Like spending $80 to bypass and get better gear, like that's not make or break. It's not like, man, I hated doing Slayer, but now I got my Bandos Tacit's chest plate and my regen bracelet. I love it. Well, like, it doesn't really. It's all about the process. Like
again, like okay, well, like look at it this way. I have to get 84 smithing right now, right? So, like...
Yep.
And I don't really have that much time to play. So, a good chance it's going to happen. Let's say I'm, like, really determined to get that. Like, I'm stubborn. There's a good chance that I might just, like, get burnt out. And there's a lot of times that I might, like, look at RuneScape and be like, nah, I don't want to play it. Because I don't really have that much time. I'd rather spend it watching Netflix than sitting there clicking on the furnace for, like, an hour. And I'm not even going to be close to being finished. Like,
well,
what if that
person... find a way to enjoy it.
What's that?
You just gotta find a way to enjoy it.
But what if they're enjoying it is like, hey, instead I work a lot, so why can't I spend some of that money? Since I don't have the time to play RuneScape, but I have the money, why not spend the money a little bit to give me bonds that I could buy shit with that will help me level faster? I know this sounds really shady, and like, yeah, definitely if it can get to a point where it ruins the game. But, like, there are definitely times where, like, I might have quit a game because I had a huge grind to do if, like, I didn't have the funds to, like, spend for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but, like, okay, so let's just say, I need 84 smithing, so I'm gonna go buy 2 bonds just so I can power level it?
Yeah, I'm gonna make, like, mithril plate bodies.
What do you need 84 smithing for?
Master.
So, I got a master clue. It's like, so why are you doing the master clue? Oh, I'm gonna get like a third age, hopefully I get like a third age piece and I get a lot of money.
Well, no, it could also just be like, well, I just want to finish this master clue, like, for whatever reason, right?
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I always just think of it's like, what
It's part of the
what's
experience, you know what I'm
goal?
saying?
What's the end goal though? Like, oh, I'm trying to do a master clue for. Well, everyone.
You can't
no one
ask
does
someone's
them for
end
fun.
goal of RuneScape. There's people who just want to fashion scape it up and want to meet biddies in Varrock.
Yeah, I know, of course, but like,
There's some people who just want to PK.
it would be like
if I spent, a couple $100 to get 99 Herblore, and then you're like, why'd you get 99 Herblore? I don't know.
Because I always wanted it, maybe. But, like, is it fair that that person can never get a 99 because he has to have a job and maybe he has to have a family and stuff?
Of course, like, no, of course they, like, if they want to. But, like, I mean, the game was literally built so, like, the Gower brothers, the guys that made RuneScape, actually thought no one would ever get 99 ever in RuneScape. Like, when they made the game, they purposely made 99 ridiculously hard to get.
No, I get that.
And, like, so not everyone will get a 99, and that's fine. Like, at the end of the day, like, 10 years from now, okay, I can't really say that because, 10 years ago, I probably said this to myself, but 10 years from now, you're not going to be playing this game. I mean, like, you might as well just enjoy it instead of, like, imagine quitting and being like, oh man, I spent this much money on bonds. What a waste. Like for me, like, I look back at League of Legends and I have so many skins in that game, and I'm like, why? And, like, that's why, like, that's one reason why I don't buy bonds or anything, because, like, I don't want to look back and be like, oh shit, why?
See, I'm like I'm kind of the opposite. I played League of Legends for like years, and you can go on and see how much money you spent on the game, right? And, like, I was like, oh fuck, I have a shit ton of skins, and, like, oh god, this is gonna be bad. I looked it up. It's $250. What do you think about that? You think that's a lot?
Yeah, it's a lot.
See, I didn't think that at all. I was like, that's it? $250 for a game that I play 4 hours a day every single day, and I've been doing it for, like, months. I've definitely got, like, I would have spent way more money on, like, console games, let's just say, because of having to beat them and going through other games.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I just found, like, the enjoyment I got from that. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but it's over, like, the course of 4 or 5 years. Like,
yeah. I mean,
not bad.
I think the thing with bonds, though, it's like, I don't care about, like, let's say you drop like $30 in bonds. I don't really care that you did that, because it's like, at the end of the day, you don't mind grinding too much. At least you come off as you don't mind it. Like, if you want a goal, you'll go get it. You'll just go, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I want to be able to boost to 90 whatever construction. Let me spend a couple months grinding the money out. It's like, okay, but, like, the people that, like, I always see with, let's just say, like, a level 80 or level 90 with full bandos, and you, like, 100% know they bondscaped for it, which is fine, but then they complain about, like, oh, I don't want to do barrow gloves. It's like, why? You just spent, like, $100 on your character. Why can't you spend 3 hours getting the best gloves in the game?
Yeah, but that's just them, you know what I mean? I guess can't worry about how other people play the game.
Well, yeah, I know, but there are people that I talk to. They don't bondscape, but they have the attitude of, like, I don't want to get anything myself. I'm just gonna complain about, I need to do this and that and that. Like, and it's always like, just fucking do it. You're playing this game. You're buying bonds. Just play the game. I mean, it's fucking the game. The goals are so easy to achieve. It literally just means putting in time. Like, it's not hard to get a 99. It's just how much time are you going to invest?
Yeah, and that's the problem. And, like, sometimes you're just like, I don't have that much time, but I do have.
But, like,
I don't have that much time.
So much time. You know what I mean? It's not like if you don't have 99 strength in 2 weeks, you're gonna die.
No, but I've been playing this game I've been playing this game since old school RuneScape first came out. I quit a bunch and I came back, but I've been playing for quite a bit stretch now, and I don't have any 99. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to think. Let's pretend my girlfriend had a baby tomorrow, and, like, what if I suddenly can't play this game at all? Like, suddenly, like when I get on and I have to grind smithing or something like that, like, I might just be like, you know what? I'm gonna spend $40 on bonds, because in reality, that's, like, not half a day of work. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a couple hours of work, let's say.
Okay.
So I can easily do that. I'll spend the money, and then instead of going through this 84 smithing to get a master clue, and I'm doing all this to make money for construction, why don't I just spend that money and then on bonds, and then I can upgrade my house with construction?
Well, I mean,
because otherwise, there's a good chance that I might
money, though.
I might look at RuneScape and be like, I don't have time to play this game anymore. And I'll put it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's the thing, though. Like, the game will pretty much, you can always come back and continue where you left off. But it's like, for me, like, the way I look at it, if it's like, fuck, I only have like 4 hours of like RS for the next like 2 days, 2 or 3 days, or, you know, whatever, X amount of time, I'll like play efficiently. And I like doing that. It's like, all right, I really want to get like high fishing. I don't know how much time I'll have, so I'll just like see if I enjoy 3-tick fishing, and if I don't, then I just won't do it.
Yeah. Like, really, we're just splitting hairs on different play styles, because, like, I'm sitting there being like, yeah, see, I'm different. If I come home and I have, like, an hour and a half to play on any games, I go, yeah, I'm not gonna smith. I'd rather not spend the only time I have to, you know, free time I have on smithing. I'd rather fucking sit down and watch TV or jerk off. We always come back to that one.
Yeah. Back to bonds and masturbation.
Hell yeah.
It's the defaults.
So I don't know really how we got on this little off topic, but I guess what I want to say is, like, I can see why bonds are in it. I agree that it could definitely ruin the game, but, like, I just feel like, I don't know, if you're focusing on people's experiences themselves, then, like, some people will definitely be able to benefit from buying bonds with their experience, you know what I mean, who otherwise might have quit the game.
Yeah, like I don't, like, the only thing is, like, how much is a bond? Like, how much is it? Like,
I think it's like $7 or $8.
$7 or $8, and you get what, like 2.3 mil or something with a bond?
Yeah, it can go as low as 1.6, but I've seen it go up to 3.5.
So there are people who've literally spent $70 on Bandos Tassets. You know what I mean? Like, that's just what I think, and I go, that is gross.
Yeah, that's a lot, exactly. Yeah. But at the same time, I could if I wanted to, I could definitely rationalize it, being like, yeah, that's like, you know, a day's worth of work. I could easily come in on a Saturday, do an extra days of work, and then when I get off, go home and I can go buy that task set. Or I could spend the next 5 weekends dedicated to grinding out money for those task sets. Now, some people are going to enjoy the grinding out the task sets, the money for the task sets. Like myself, that's what I'm doing with the Master Clues. Like I haven't bought bonds to get my construction up. I'm still doing the Master Clues because I'm in it for the experience. So yeah, 84 smithing, kind of retarded, all just for getting construction. You know what I mean? I'm getting my smithing up higher than my construction even is.
Yeah.
But it's for the experience, and some people experience differently, but
it is what it is.
I feel like there was something we probably strayed off of, so apologize about that. But yeah, that was our hefty week, I guess. Sorry for missing out on that week, but you know, life happens, and I guess we'll try to let you know when we know it happens. What's that?
We'll make a dedicated RuneScape 3 podcast episode just to make up for that.
Yeah,
maybe a RuneScape Chronicles episode.
Yeah, we should be doing that, actually, now that I think about it. I know there's an idle RuneScape game for your mobile phone. It's made by
Wait, is there?
Not by Jagex, it's made by somebody else. But yeah, it's there.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I've tried it, and like, apparently people say it's good, but like, I was really stoned and tired one night, and that's what I do. I get like really stoned and tired. And by the way, if you guys know any games that meet that criteria for mobile, let me know, because I go through this phase every night that like for an hour I'll lay in bed and just fucking zombie mode play a game. Playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links right now. The game's fucking fantastic. But
yeah, I heard good things about it.
I chose RuneScape Idle, and then it was really complicated at the beginning. I was throwing in all these like, oh, you have to do this to do that. You can do this, unlock this to do that. And then I got kind of confused and uninstalled it. And now when I've tried to play it again, you can't reset your account. So my account's just like stuck at like, you know, still a low level, but still I've passed the tutorial, so I'm just completely confused.
Yeah. Yo, you know, have you heard of the Elder Scrolls trading card game?
Nope.
So Elder Scrolls made a Hearthstone game, I guess, not a clone, but yeah, like an online, like, you know,
another
TCG.
fad that I've noticed.
Yeah. It's called Elder Scrolls Legend. Man, it's actually really fun.
Is it?
They do a lot of different things. A lot of like new things. All the cards are like a lot stronger and shit. And like oh man, it's so fun. And it actually has a story mode too. And it has solo arenas. Like it's actually like fun. You gotta like evolve, you gotta upgrade your cards and shit as you play with them.
Okay.
It's really cool. I don't know. Check it out.
Yeah, I might. I've been going hard on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Like, if you haven't played that game, and if you're a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh!
I've been debating on downloading it, but...
Man, it's so good, and, like, I don't like those games. I thought I was paid to win. I have so many fucking cards, and I have never bought a pack yet.
Yeah.
Like, I have I'm pretty good. Fucking, like, I'm getting into the gold and ranked, like, every season. Like, it's pretty good. It's a really fun game, because there's PvP. They have tons of events. It's like, I've been playing it for a couple months now, and like I've already seen like a bunch of new events, and they're fun. They're like really creative and stuff. And they also have
easy to grind out money and stuff.
Pardon?
Is it easy to grind out money?
Yeah, so there's
like, or cards or whatever.
Yeah, so okay, there's a bunch of different ways to get cards, which is great. So you can just PvP, but there's also like PvE battles. You'll have like these random duelists that will spawn in like the town, because your menu is like a town, okay? So you'll have these people that spawn in your menus that you click. It's kind of confusing, but you'll understand when you play it. And then you can duel them, and you select a character. So you play as Yu-Gi-Oh! At first, and you can be as like, My Valentine, and like Seto Kaiba, I think his name is, Joey Wheeler. So they have like, literally like 15 characters. Like there's a shit ton. There's characters that I'm not even that familiar with. And each of one of them, they have cards that you unlock as you level each one of their characters up. And you can level them up through fighting the random duels that appear. And they also they have a chance of giving you gold, and they have a chance of giving you like a random card, which I think it's from like a set pool from like that you can only get from those characters. And on top of that, you can duel legendary duelists, they call it, and it's like other characters. So you can duel characters you've already unlocked. They'll appear in the world, but you can't play as them when they're in your world. And then when you duel them, you can unlock these new cards that kind of fit with the cards they used in the show.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Didn't mean to ramble too much on that. Like, I'm really enjoying that. Sorry, what I really should have said is the game is basically like normal Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's sped up.
Yeah. I was kind of off topic. I was going to say this the beginning of the podcast, but I forgot until now. Do you remember like back in the day when like we knew that one kid in America and we'd like play RuneScape with them and shit, and like we'd do prank calls and stuff? Do you remember did you ever do prank calls with them?
Yeah, Chris, right?
Yeah, so I don't know.
Lived in Pennsylvania.
So me and my friends, when it hits like 3 a.m. and like everyone gets all fucking goofy and shit, we like me and my one buddy, I don't know why the hell we do this. We have this really weird ritual where like we'll go on back pages at like 2 or 3 a.m. and like he lives in Utah and like, I live in Ontario. And so we'll like look at back pages. Like I'll look at people in Utah, and back pages, it's like Craigslist, but like hookers pretty much.
Sure.
Like you can find hookers really easily on that website. Cool. It's like literally a page for it.
Good deal.
And I don't know why the hell we do this, but we'll like we kind of like laugh and like, oh my God, this is greasy. Look at this. And we just kind of like, I don't know. 'Cause he lives in like a super Mormon area, right? Super religious area. And there's like
some freaks over there.
And we compare like, the hookers in Ontario compared to the hookers in Utah, and there's like 20 times the amount on back pages.
Damn.
And it's fucking hilarious though. Like we'll just like it'll always start with like us just like on Discord, and then someone will start reading like the title of an ad where it's like the greasiest like some of the shit they say is super gross. And there was like 8 of us or something in Discord, and me and him were like going through it and just like laughing. And then I randomly hear a phone ring, and he ends up calling one of these hookers. And he like called and asked for her name, and then said he was looking for me or something. And then we just started prank calling hookers for hours and hours.
Was it sad?
In whole, oh my
dude,
dude,
be
it's
depressing.
Dude, no, it was hilarious. Like, I called this one person, and like her ad was like oh, like I play video games and shit like this. And I called her, and I was trying to convince her to come and hang out and do a Minecraft LAN party, just like random ass shit. And like, oh fuck, it was so funny.
Man, you gotta record that stuff. Next time we'll throw it on the show or something. That'd be hilarious, eh?
I'm like,
dude, prank calling it.
Do
Some RuneScape related shit.
See, that's what I was thinking, because a lot of them, like, because I called them through Skype because I don't want to use my number, and a lot of them don't pick up because it's like it's a private number or it's a Skype number, right?
True.
It's just like random. It's not like an actual phone number, and to spoof your Skype number into like a phone number, you got to spend like $30 or something. Ridiculous. I don't want to do that, but oh man, it's hilarious. You can get in some funny ass conversations with them.
Interesting.
I was talking to like one who was clearly being chased by the cops. Not clearly, but like I was talking to her, and on her ad it was like MSOG is an extra $40, and so like literally this is the conversation. I was like reading it, like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah, like reading the prices. MSOG is like extra added 40, and everyone's like, what the fuck does MSOG mean? So I Google it. You know what it means?
What?
Multiple shots on goal. I mean, it's kind of obvious. You can just, bang her as much as you want. Bust as many times as you want. It's the fucking greasiest term ever. So I called her up and I was like asking her about all that stuff. And she's like in the car, and then you just hear like a bunch of cops, and like the car will just speed up. You just like hear so many sirens. You just hear like rip, and oh man. Oh fuck. So greasy.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's fun.
Yeah, send me that number later, actually, after the show.
But yeah, definitely record the next one. I would love to hear that. Sounds fun.
Yeah, maybe I'll do some RuneScape related calls.
Cool. But I think we try to compensate for the episode we missed the week ago.
Yeah, I don't even know how much time we're running. Oh shit, almost 3 hours? What the oh, we gotta cut. Oh shit, you might have some editing to do. Holy shit.
Yep, we've compensated a bit for this episode. We let it drag on a little bit. A little rambling about fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! And whatever bullshit. But
I think it's time to shred on to the night.
Shred on to the night. I like it.
Yeah.
Alright, boys and girls. Till next week, scape on.
Right. Scape on and shred on to the night.
Stay up to date with show news, RuneScape news, or just shit posts and hang out. You can find us on Twitter at TheWildernessRS. You can feel free to join our Facebook group at facebook.com/TheWildernessPodcast. We also have a YouTube channel set up, so feel free to check us out by just searching the name of the show on YouTube. You'll also see it over at Twitter and on Facebook as well. We also have an email set up, so if you want to get in contact, maybe you have some questions or something you want to hear discussed, a story you want to tell us, or just some feedback, you can email us at thewilderness.podcast@gmail.com. And we also have a Discord set up. And if you feel like you want to join and maybe hang out, play with some other scapers, just let us know. Send us a message. Get in contact and we'll get you in there. Thanks again for listening. We can't appreciate it enough. Have a good night.